What is going on, everyone? I hope you all had an amazing day so far, and let's get into another day trading recap. So on my screen is the Nasdaq. This is how it performed on the day, and it's currently 6:20 p.m. just about, and this is currently where it's trading at. And the market opened up at 6:30, right around here. And as you guys can see, just like yesterday, the market opened up into a lot of choppy territory. And when I say something is choppy, what do I mean by that? I mean that there's no clear direction that the Nasdaq was trying to show on the day. There was a lot of fake outs, as you can see. It couldn't be decisive on one direction to choose. It would try trending up, get rejected, fall all the way down, and then it wouldn't come up as high, right? It would make these lower highs and then come back down even lower, and then just when you thought it was gonna start selling off on the day, it would just start booming and trading higher, right? Making higher highs and higher lows. And all of these big candles you see, like this big red candle, these are all just big flushes it would have, these big movements, like it would push up and then flush down aggressively in a second. And that would make me want to stop out, and then it would just right after that flush back up, flush back down. So it was very, very choppy today, and I learned my lesson yesterday of just being too quick to try and average up, right? Even when the direction wasn't clear on the day. So I learned my lesson yesterday, and today I wanted to definitely keep it a little lighter and not just go in entry after entry so impulsively. So today I really let it play out, and I was actually trading for like 4 hours today because I didn't have work. I was able to, so I was happy about that. But unfortunately, I did have a red day today. I came out with a loss of $43 on TQs and $25 on SQs, and I also traded SCO and I made nothing on it, basically $2. So I lost right around $65 on the day, a little over that. And what I want to learn from today, take away from today and yesterday, today I did a better job of not just, like I said, rushing into trades. I wanted to, if I got stopped out, really kind of give NQ time to find a direction on the day. And so I did end up starting the day down like $20 or $30, nothing big. I took like two small losses of like $8 each. And then right after that is when I decided to walk away because the market just was very, very choppy, as you can see. And I wanted to just come back at 11 o'clock because I knew there was going to be another report that was going to be released that was going to bring volatility into the market. So that's basically what happened. At 11 o'clock, a report got released talking about inflation again. But this report, in my opinion, just led to a whole lot of choppiness right when it came out. As you can see, this is right around 11 o'clock. Everything was being pretty dead up until then. And then there was this big flush up to the top VWAP, flushed all the way back down, and then flushed all the way past the top VWAP, broke resistance, came all the way up here, and right after that just to flush all the way back down below middle VWAP. And these moves were so aggressive, and I ended up getting caught in one after I averaged up. That ended up going south, and it went south big enough for me to want to walk away on the day because right after that I knew that it was very unstable, right? There was these huge red candles, and right after that, when it seemed it was going to start falling because it was breaking below the middle view up, it would flush, it would just flush in the opposite direction very rapidly. And it's very hard to manage risk like that, right? Because there's a lot of these unexpected moves coming in quick. So right after I took my loss, I was down like the $65, and I decided to basically walk away for the day because I wasn't doing the best, and I wanted to just do my part in walking away when I felt that direction wasn't so clear. And as you guys can see, why did we start having some form of resistance up here? If you look at it in the bigger time frame, it only makes sense because we are approaching this SMA line. So it wasn't the biggest shocker that it could not just keep on running, right? It's bound to hit some form of resistance like it did, and I didn't know where that would be exactly, so I just wanted to do my part in walking away when it was very volatile. And I don't personally like to trade when it's very volatile. That's why I stopped trading momentum stocks, because I find it a lot harder to manage risk with these sudden moves. And one thing I wanted to bring up is today I also traded the ticker symbol SCO, and basically what led me to want to trade that is it just kind of dawned on me that The Nasdaq has been very choppy for me, right? At least these past couple days, and last week it was too when I was paper trading. And I really don't like that, and I don't want to limit myself to only trading the Nasdaq every day if I feel the patterns aren't there. So you can also trade other futures, right? It's not just the Nasdaq that we need to stick to. If you want, crude oil forward slash CL is another option. It's another future, and it also has inverse ETFs that correspond with it, just like forward slash NQ. And this, in my opinion, as you guys can see, had a lot of clear direction on the day. And when I looked at this later on in the day, it made me realize that I should be trading other stuff like this if I feel NQ isn't there. I shouldn't be forcing it. This is 6:30 in the morning, and as you guys can see, it was clearly just selling off on the day at a clear direction. This could have been a very nice move, around 5%, but ended up trying to find a support and then just changed direction in the middle VWAP. And here are the corresponding ETFs that go with it: UCO and SCO. As you guys can see, SCO is the inverse, right? It acted in exact opposite of forward slash CL. So that's something else you guys can think about to trade something else, just like forward slash GC. This is gold. It also has JNUG and JDST, two tickers that also are inverse ETFs that correspond with it. So it's cool to keep that in mind. Don't ever limit yourself to trade something if you feel it's very choppy or the patterns aren't as clear to you. Only put your money into something you think is worth investing. And yeah, that's something I'm gonna take away from today. Definitely, I should have taken note of, because these patterns would have been a lot clearer to trade, right? And these types of margins, if we look at the inverse ETF, from the middle view up to top view up, it's right around 4.5%. That's great margin. It's even better than what NQ was offering today for trading between the middle and top view up. Basically, this little channel did. And yeah, I just want to leave you guys on that note. Make sure to not limit yourself and just explore other stocks you can trade. There's always going to be something similar to maybe what you like, and maybe that will offer clear patterns one day, and you can always go to that when you're not doing too hot on something. So yeah, that's been another day trading recap, another red day. It's been a little red streak we've been having. Occasional green days here and there, but I'm not too worried about that. I just need to do my part and definitely putting in a little more time to study. I've been slacking on that with work, but yeah, definitely no excuses, and I look forward to bouncing back this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Take care.